Yo, what's going on, guys? Bryce here with another digital marketing podcast. And today we're going to be talking about why content production is essential for any online business. So, when I'm talking about content, I'm talking about YouTube videos, I'm talking about blog posts, I'm talking about images for you to use on Instagram, or even just the descriptions that you're using on Instagram, creating unique reels for your Instagram stories, doing some live video streaming, maybe on YouTube or on Facebook Live, whatever it might be. All of this content that you're producing, having a proper way to produce this content is going to be essential for your business and connecting with your customers. So why is this essential, right? Like, why do you need this content? Well, first thing that this content is going to provide is that it's going to educate your customers on new product innovations. So keeping customers up to date, hyping up new product launches, or even updates to current products, what you're doing to improve the products over time, things like that. Definitely want to create content around those topics. You also want to talk about what makes your product different from the competition. You always want to be, as a business, staying on top of your competition. What are they doing? What are you doing? What makes you so different? Why should people purchase from you? And even just for producing blog posts around this, or little video clips or Instagram posts, is going to help keep your customers confident in your products and also bring new customers to your brand. It's also really important to share customer stories, whether this is on Instagram or across other social media platforms, or even maybe a more in-depth blog post. Maybe you're interviewing a customer, or maybe you shot a YouTube video with a customer and you post that across your blog, your social media, your email list, things like that. Sharing customer stories is going to be really powerful. Also, answering customer questions. As a business, you probably naturally are getting questions from your customers. Make it a blog post about it. Make it a social post about it. Just start producing content that's coming to you. This content is going to be coming to you organically. You're probably already experiencing a lot of these things and just taking the time to transform it into content. Next, you want to really start to share company news and awards. So if your company was recognized for something important, maybe your company is now 100% certified organic. That's huge. Post that. Maybe you won some sort of industry award. Post that. Maybe your company just got a huge new round of funding. That's news, right? Post that. And maybe you just partnered with another major brand. Post that too. Any type of major news you want to be posting across all of your blog, your email list, and on social media. Lastly, what I would recommend doing is share what your company is doing to help the world and give back. There's a lot of people right now that are very, very into this, very, very passionate about what companies are actually doing with the funds that they're receiving. So share that out. Don't be shy about it. Maybe have a section on your website where you're posting about it, or make it a blog post, or post it on your social media. Maybe you partnered with a new nonprofit organization. You're going to benefit kids at a local high school. Definitely share that out. People love that stuff. It's a really good way to show where people's money is going when they purchase your products. Kind of what I've been hinting at throughout this whole entire episode so far is all of this content will just naturally impact you in other ways. For example, all of these points that I just listed off is going to have naturally strong SEO value. So if you're making all these things blog posts, if you're posting tons of questions that your customers are asking, there's probably search volume for those terms, right? You're probably just naturally going to start to see search engine traffic from answering those customer questions. And this content can also help you in a variety of other areas. You can start creating marketing campaigns around this content, whether it's on social media and maybe Facebook ads or Instagram ads, or maybe you create an email funnel that's highlighting customer news, or maybe showing new customers, or maybe even people that aren't customers at all, why your product is better than the competition, or what type of new innovation are you launching to try and convert them over to your brand. And lastly, you can repurpose all of this content for marketing brochures, pitch decks, things like that for your business. So it doesn't just have to be straight up marketing to customers. It can even be to secure another round of funding for your business. Maybe you're a startup. By you documenting everything that you're doing, and the key here is documenting, you're documenting and then producing content around everything that your business is doing, you're saving everything. You're naturally producing all this stuff, and then that gives you a library that you can pull from. Oh, I want that blog post. Oh, I want that image. Oh, that video would be really great to show. So things to think about. I don't think a lot of businesses take the time to produce the content. Granted, it does take a lot of work to produce this type of content, but figure out an easy way to do it. Look what I'm doing with this podcast. I'm creating short episodes. I'm not creating hour-long tutorial episodes that are going to take a ton of time out of my day. I'm producing short little snippets of information, and the goal was to eventually build this podcast up to where I am producing hour episodes. Maybe it's a really in-depth interview. Even if you can't get to all the content suggestions that I had mentioned in this episode, I would encourage you to take action on one of them and just give it a go. Try it out. Maybe start producing one FAQ blog a week for your company and see what type of results it drives over the next 3 to 6 months. All right, guys, if you're not subscribed to this podcast, what are you doing, man? Definitely hit that subscribe button. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely check me out at Bryce_SG. And if you have any questions that you're looking for me to answer, definitely shoot me a DM. That's going to be the easiest way to communicate with me. And if you're listening to the podcast on iTunes, I'd really, really appreciate if you drop me a review. It helps out the podcast a ton. And I'll see you guys next time.